Let me start with the day that we found out that we were going to be successful in our membership process.
BCC has a long-standing tradition of grit and fortitude and not quitting and not rolling over just because there might be a headwind. Significant though it may be, this club forges forward. You can't survive 125 years, let alone thrive through 125 years, by coincidence.
I was a member as a child, and I have to say one of the things that I think is so significant that they have done is made this club so much more family friendly. The weddings that they've had, I think that's one thing that you can probably say went back 125 years. My husband and I got married here. Every time I walk into the Roland Park Clubhouse, I just love, it brings back good memories, and there's so many places around both locations at Roland Park and Five Farms that display what a rich history this club has through the golf tournaments they've had, the tennis tournaments, some of the famous people that have played golf or dined here or had receptions here, and so it's nice to be able to preserve that.
So I think that's a huge milestone back in the history of the club, to make equal access for everybody, and I'm really proud of the fact that we continually try to improve, make the facilities better for members, but then at the same time we have histories and traditions, but they've rolled with the changes a little bit too. You bend a little bit one way or the other, but you still stand by the original foundations and that you're built on. The opportunity to host major events, amateur events, professional events has been certainly significant. Certainly falls in line with a lot of the great history and tradition we have at the club of hosting these events. And we certainly have a number of events in the future, so we're really excited about that. To continue is, I think, continue to invest and get to improve the facilities. I think the club has got a strategic plan for the future. It'd be great if they can continue to follow through with that. I think we've seen that with the work at the clubhouse, just investing and expanding, how successful that's been. And we see that in the same thing with the golf courses. All the big projects that we've won, we always see how well received they are.
In my time here, I would say whenever you come to the club, it's just always such a gracious and welcoming atmosphere. The members are just love the staff, the members love the atmosphere, they love the community. Independence Day is our biggest event of the year. So part of Independence Day is the skydivers. It's always a very popular part. One year we had a skydiver land in the buffet, which was quite interesting. That was a few years before I started. We did also have a member do a tandem jump, Mr. Grau, but then our insurance company wouldn't let us do that anymore. But that was pretty popular as well.
Probably I fibbed that I joined the club for squash and golf, but really we joined for the sticky buns. The sticky buns are the main thing of why we joined. I have a friend, an old friend, Bob Travers, who's been a lifelong member here, and we would always come and eat, and he would say, "You have to have the sticky buns." And I was like, well, what's a sticky bun? So I get my first sticky bun. It was so hot, I actually burned my mouth, but I loved it. And I said, you know what? I think I need to be a member. It's a long-standing tradition that I always appreciate.
I look back and recall the first time our family walked into the Roland Park Clubhouse for one of our holiday affairs and was just in awe of the beauty and the wonder of that experience. I mean, the building couldn't be decorated more beautifully. The staff, of course, does everything they can to make it the most memorable evening of the year. And having our family photos taken in front of the Christmas tree and just enjoying the evening together as a family has really become a centerpiece of our holiday tradition. And we owe that largely to the wonderful job that happens here at BCC. I think clubs assess value in a way where the more often you want to be at your club and you wind up showing up, that's really the engaged, ideal member. And here at the Baltimore Country Club, we've done a wonderful job at creating a very family-oriented environment.
The thing that makes the Baltimore Country Club so great are the people, definitely the members and the staff.
It's a family, and we enjoy our time here. but you get to grow together with not only the members, but also learn about our fellow staff members and get to know how they're doing and their families are doing, and how, you know, being here 20 years, you've seen them, their families grow, the ones that are still here and the ones that have moved on, you still have connections with them.
We have the most incredible staff that a country club could possibly have. And from the interactions from the golf concierge to the reception area, when we come to the club, we are made to feel very, very special. And so the fact that great people make favorite places, I think, is central to what we love the most about the Baltimore Country Club.
I love Baltimore Country Club because it's welcomed me, it's educated me, it's effectively mentored me. It's given me a place to grow, a place to fall in love, to raise my family. And as much as I might be able to serve, I'll never be able to fully repay. A place that's meant so much to Juliet and I and our kids.
BCC has been such a big part of our lives for 20 years now. And I say our because I'm representing my family.
Well, I think the fact that families of generations that have come through the club, it's fun to be able to have that long lineage of being a part of such a great institution and see the wonderful changes that it's made over the years.
One of the things I believe that is great about a club that's celebrating its 125th anniversary is that you have to honor where you came from, but also look forward at the same time. And I believe we've done a very good job at bringing forward traditions of civility, but we've also evolved to accept the fact that in today's world, it is really the modern family that comes to your club. And so as we look forward, the challenge and opportunity for the governing bodies of the club are to preserve those traditions which are most enduring and yet adapt to the demands and the expectations of the evolving family over time.
We said that we were no longer a club of 3,000 members, but we were a club of 1,200 families. And that's what it will continue to be, because children are the future of a place like the Baltimore Country Club. So my prediction is that time goes on, and as it is now, this will be a club where people, husbands and wives and grandparents and so will want to be with their grandchildren and their children. Isn't that a good thing?
Baltimore Country Club truly is a special place with a lot of great people.